Guys, we are live and let's find some plays. So what book do people want to start on? So we can find some PrizePicks plays, Fliff, Underdog, whatever. I'm down to look at any sports book. So let's see what we got right here. And let's kind of see what's available. And again, all the live stream plays, they're tracked in the spreadsheet in the description on YouTube. So you'll be able to see everything there. So let's kind of see what we got. It looks like there's some plays on Fliff and also on PrizePicks. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. So again, like PrizePicks, they have so many lines up at any given time. You know, I guess we got women's college basketball tonight. Caitlin Clark, we faded her last game. Did not work out so well. But let's see what we have here. So the first play available is Scottie Pippen Jr. I actually use that in my sleeper play. So today's sleeper, they have a $20 protected play. You can see it says protected at the top. So basically your first bet of the day on sleeper, you know, is risk-free up to $20. And this isn't just for new users. Anyone can use this promo. But let's see what we have here. So the first play is Scottie Pippen Jr. under 9.5 RAs. So my assumption is some players are probably out for the Grizzlies because he hasn't come anywhere close to 9.5 RAs in the previous, few games. Maybe he's starting tonight. I'm not sure. But again, like everything lineups, who's injured, who's not injured, it's all already factored into the odds that the sportsbooks are putting out. And you can see like all the books have Scottie Pippen as a big favorite to go under. I mean, FanDuel has him all the way down at minus 166. And then we have Conley points. So you can see Mike Conley points is another option. And then we got Vukovic. I mean, we have a bunch of different plays. One thing I was going to mention is in the MLB, it's actually kind of crazy. You got to be careful because they're insane. I mean, PrizePicks, the payout shifts that they add for these MLB plays, 4x payout. For a 5-pick flex play, you usually get a 10x payout. Some of the payout shifts they'll add to these MLB plays, if you try to correlate, goes down to like 5x, 1.25x payout if you go 4 for 5. So an absolute ripoff. So you got to be a little careful with PrizePicks MLB. But anyways, let's see if we can get in some plays. So what do we have here? Do we like Scottie Pippen Jr.? People like Scottie Pippen Jr. under 9.5 RAs. Anyone have thoughts on that? Conley under 13.5 points. You can see FanDuel's moved this down to a minus 152 favorite to go under. And again, like these sports books, they're factoring in lineups, injuries. Where are sharp action, where are the sharp bettors playing? Where is action coming in? So even though Conley's gone over 4 out of his past 5 games, the value's on the under. Every game is different. I assume Edwards is playing tonight, and you can see all the sports books have his under heavily favored, so you can see Edwards is playing. FanDuel has this under all the way at minus 152, so maybe we take Conley, and then we're going to need to find some other plays to go with. Okay, so it actually looks like there's better value on Pippen under 5.5 assists. So Scottie Pippen Jr. under 5.5 assists. So let's see what we got right here. We got Scottie Pippen under 5.5 assists. Again, he hasn't really done anything any of the previous games. But you can see it checks out from a value perspective. FanDuel's the most aggressive on his under. They used to have it down at minus 198. I assume someone's out for the Grizzlies because it's actually moved a little bit away from his under towards his over, but his under's still pretty heavily favored, around minus 150. So let's lock in that. And what else do we have here? So it looks like some plays are coming up on Fliff as well, but maybe let's lock in this PrizePicks Fliff. Let's just try to get something in quickly. So we have Scottie Pippen assists under. Okay, we got Mike Conley under 13.5 points, and then we got to find some other thing. Well, RJ Barrett, people like fading RJ Barrett tonight under 6.5 rebounds. This play on Michael O'Connell, we're actually already on Fliff, so we're already on the play for the NC State Purdue game. But let's take a look at RJ Barrett. So where is RJ? We want to go to the Raptors game. So RJ Barrett's back. He was out for a while. So we have RJ Barrett under 6.5 rebounds. And let's just kind of see what we have here. Let's see what we got. So we got RJ Barrett under 6.5 rebounds. And let's take a look at this. So maybe we lock in a flip play real quickly, and then we'll go back to PrizePicks because I'm going to have to move. We're going to have to move to get in a play on PrizePicks. Anyways, I'm not sure why this is fucking loading so slow. So, come on. Raptors. So, let's open up the Raptors game. But anyways, let's just build this PrizePicks slip. I'm getting distracted and everything's moving slow. So what do we got? What do we got? Come on. Load. Anyways, okay. So we have Conley under 13.5 points. This play I like, checks out, has solid value. Again, I'm not sure why the fuck is this loading so slow. But let's see what else we got. Because we still got a lot of games tonight, and there's a lot of plays showing up. So let's get rid of esports for a second. Anyways, sorry this is loading slow. I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass and waste your time. But let's see what we got. Come on. So, okay, we're good. So we got Jabari Smith to record a block. I think he had 3 blocks, not last game, maybe the game before. So we have Jabari Smith. No, he had 3 blocks against the Mavs. So it's kind of, maybe not the market you'd expect to have value. Jabari Smith over half of a block. But let's see what we have here. I'm not sure why the fucking site isn't loading. Why aren't the odds showing up, bro? But anyways, here we go. So Jabari Smith, all the books have his over heavily favored. You can see right here. All the books have his over around like a minus 150 favorite. Bet Online is the most aggressive. They got his over all the way up at minus 168. But again, like we have all these different books setting lines, so we get the sense that, okay, Jabari's heavily favored to go over. Maybe that's a good play to be on, which it is. And then there's a ton of line discrepancies. Oh, my God. Klay Thompson under 3.5 made threes. There's some fantasy score plays. So let's just see what we have. So we got Jabari Smith, Scottie Pippen assists, Mike Conley under an assist, and then we just need to find some other plays. So let's see. Come on, load up. And again, like what are the promos for tonight? It's like Better has some discounts as well. So they're actually going to make me log back in. But Better had a discount on Kevin Durant for tonight. So what the fuck is going on here? So it looks like the Pelicans game, some crazy shit is going on. I'm not sure if some lineup news just came out. I mean, you may want to move quickly if you want to lock this in. So CJ McCollum, absolute ball hog. I was on Trey Murphy last game, and CJ was taking every shot. But CJ McCollum, over 34.5 PRAs. This looks incredible. I mean, DraftKings has him all the way up at 39.5. I'm not even sure if that's right. So CJ McCollum PRAs. Let's see what we got here. I mean, it looks like all these lines on CJ McCollum look good. So I'm not sure if some lineup news just came out. But let's see what we have. Come on. So all these other books have his lineup at 39.5. Man, so I thought I was going crazy for a second. And then what we compare is Fred VanVleet under 2.5 steals plus blocks. So let's just get this play in on because I have no idea what the fuck they're doing in this game. So we got Fred VanVleet under 2.5 steals plus blocks. So, I mean, all these plays pair pretty well together. Let's just hope they don't bump the McCollum play. Gonna get bumped before he posts it. Nah, it's not. Don't worry. So we got it locked in. Did any lineup news just come out? I mean, usually I check like Underdog NBA. They have a pretty good Twitter for following these lineup moves. So Zion was ruled out. So, everything fucking pair CJ with right now on PrizePicks. Zion out. Let's lock it in. Here's the play. Go. So, oh my God. So Zion's out. That's going to lead to some crazy fucking line movements in this game. So we already have CJ PRAs. Please tell me they didn't already bump it. Dude, this is fucking insane. I mean, they still have it. Of course, PrizePicks has me on these ass betting limits. But, I mean, it's still available. Were you guys able to lock it in? Please tell me you guys were able to lock it in. Because this is probably the best line on PrizePicks we're going to get in a while. So we caught PrizePicks sleeping. I mean, it's crazy. Like NBA, the line movements, Zion's out. CJ McCollum's line has to come up 5 points. And look at PrizePicks. They're just fucking stale. Sitting at 34.5 when all the other books have his over favored. I mean, did we try to lock in another slip with this CJ play? So let's see. I mean, it's also going to lead to like some good plays probably in the other game. CJ McCollum made threes. So there's different options we can take. But honestly, let's just move quick. Let's get in another slip. So Wemby assists. So let's take a look. We got Wemby over 4.5 assists. What the fuck was that? So we got Wemby over 4.5 assists. Hopefully they don't bump this McCollum play. Over 34.5 PRAs. Those plays pair well together too. I mean, you can see it's like everything on CJ. His points line is fucked up. Really taking any of this stuff is going to be good to go. We got Gafford under 9.5 RAs. So this is the best time of, a crazy time of day to be sports betting. Just because like all these lineup, all this injury news, lineup news is coming out usually around this time. So I already took Van Vliet. Dude, PrizePicks is fucking asleep at the wheel. They're out partying. So let's see what we have here. So we got Stephen Curry. I mean, dude, the value on PrizePicks right now is actually pretty crazy. So we have Curry under 29.5 points plus rebounds. He's washed. All the other books have his line at, lower at 28.5. And then we have Branham. What's a final play we want to go with? Come on. Wemby. Keegan Murray points. We were on that last night. Of course, the PrizePicks fucking discounts didn't hit, but we have Keegan Murray over 15.5 points. Dude, this is crazy that they haven't bumped this. This is fucking insane. Yo, so we are getting killer lines on PrizePicks right now. Of course, this is the book that gives me ass fucking betting limits. But anyways, let's put this link in the chat. So we got 2 PrizePicks plays. You could even run McCollum in like a 2-pick entry. Oh, shit. Did someone said that's Wemby turnovers? Oh, fuck. So, sorry. Don't use that link. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I just took Wemby turnovers by accident. I want to take Wemby assists. Yo, thanks for pointing that out, whoever pointed that out in the chat. So, let's go back to Wemby over 4.5 assists, and let's just get this in quickly. So, again, like, I would pair CJ in a bunch of slips if you can. You can always hedge it on a different sports book and take his under 39.5 because PrizePicks is asleep at the wheel. Yeah, and I locked that. Bro, chill the fuck out. Just cash out and put in the new play. Anyways, here's the new link. Yo, so this is, that's crazy. So we got in, and if you want to, like, you could always hedge and take CJ's, what's the best line on his under? Let's see. So if we go to best odds, it looks like FanDuel has the best line on his under right now at 39.5 PRAs. No, you can actually get under 40.5 if you have access to Fanatics. Dude, it's like, this is better than a fucking Taco Tuesday discount. This is a 5-point discount. Usually PrizePicks gives you like 3 to 4 point discounts. So we got a crazy good play on McCollum. But let's see what else we can find. Hopefully we can find an underdog play. So should we fade the hot hand? We have Flynn under 4.5 assists, broing off for a 50 ball. And unfortunately, like, again, PrizePicks, I would keep using the CJ play. I mean, actually, I can get in one more slip on PrizePicks. So PrizePicks has, unfortunately, pretty bad betting limits. Dude, this is crazy. They're literally just not moving it. I mean, points, PRAs, it's like everything. Dude, what the fuck? So I guess we have to lock in another PrizePicks slip. I mean, this is crazy, bro. I mean, it's the same thing with Herbert Jones, too. Obviously, if Zion's out, Herbert Jones, his line's got to come up. So you could also, I mean, all the Herbert Jones overs look good as well. So, you got some different options that you can include. But what I'm going to do So I swear, though, if PrizePicks DNPs this or tries to pull some bullshit because we got a great line, I'm not going to be happy, man. But let's go here and let's do, one more PrizePick slip if we can. They limit the number of slips I can place per day. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's like that much new value. It's just these insane plays on the Pelicans game. So let me filter out the Pelicans game for a second. Let me filter out the Pelicans game just because, like, obviously I don't want to take McCollum to go over and Herbert Jones to go over. Those plays don't pair super well together. Maybe pairing, like, Herbert or McCollum assists with, like, Herbert Jones. But anyways. So what we can do is we can... Oh, fuck me, bro. Is we can just let's try to get in one more play. Okay. Dude, they're just not moving this play on CJ. So we got Jaden McDaniels over 9.5 points. He's had 8 the past 3 games. But it lines up from a value perspective. FanDuel has his line at 10.5. Most of these other books have his over heavily favored. So it's like, okay, we can roll with that. Dude, this PrizePicks bump is going to be crazy. They're literally going to bump him up 5 points. Or you could take McCollum made threes. There's just so many fucking options. Anyways, we're going to have a lot of exposure to some of the same picks, but this McCollum play is just, we got to be on it, right? So let's go here to block shots, and we can take Jabari again. Because again, on PrizePicks, like the optimal slip are these 5-pick entries. So really what I try to do is just make a 5-pick entry. So then we can go to Gafford, and we can take his under 9.5 rebounds again. He's gone under 5 out of the past 5 games. So I guess I'm going to... Fuck. So it looks like they finally bumped the play, did they? But on the bright side, they still have his 3-point line available. Nope, they bumped it. So now you can see PrizePicks. Like, this is how you bet. You find these sports books when they're screwing up. So it's fucking annoying because they act like they have it, but now they're just not letting us bet it. What about Herbert Jones? So we could also take Herbert Jones. That play also had value, so we just need to see, like, yo, what happened to this Herbert Jones play? Are you still going to let us bet Herbert Jones? Which, nope, they're just not going to let us bet anything in the Pelicans game. You can see it just keeps saying your projections are removed. So whatever. Anyways, let's go on to Underdog and Fliff because we don't have that much time. A lot of these games start in 24 minutes. But holy moly, we got in some good PrizePicks plays. So let's start out on Underdog. Why not? And the first play we have is Flynn under 4.5 assists. So Underdog, it works the same as PrizePicks, but they have different lines from one another. You want to have multiple books. Like, we just caught PrizePicks asleep at the fucking wheel on CJ McCollum. But again, like Underdog Fantasy, they're not being stupid today. Sometimes Underdog Fantasy has a ton of value. They're slow to an injury, a line movement, whatever. But they have CJ McCollum's line at 39.5. So if you wanted to, you could middle bet it, hit the under there, and then just pray that CJ has... Wow. But Underdog Fantasy is fucking up a lot of lines today. Why is Kyrie Irving's assist line at 7.5? That seems high. So Kyrie Irving under 7.5 assists. FanDuel's ripped his under all the way down to minus 170. What are they doing, bro? In Underdog Fantasy, when did they added this line 1 minute ago. So sometimes, like, it's not always clear, like, why is a good bet showing up now? And honestly, it's like, I don't really know, but Underdog Fantasy just put up Kyrie's assist line at 7.5 60 seconds ago. Clearly, that line is really good. So we want to be on it. So this is what I'm going to lock in. So if you want to tail now just because they bump shit quickly. So let's go here. We have Ali under, where is this guy? Under 27. So 3 picks, all unders. This is what you want to be on. They already bumped McDaniels too on PrizePicks. But Again, like PrizePicks, definitely the sharper book for esports, the more accurate book. But esports, there's so many games every single day. I mean, it's crazy. It's like there's 50 games a day. You can see they have Alley's line at 24. Underdog's opening them up at 27. So you guys have had hopefully plenty of time to lock it in. 3-pick entry. So let's lock it in. Dude, oh my God. So Underdog's not bumping stuff. PrizePicks hasn't been bumping stuff that quick. Luka out. Luka doubtful. Yeah, if Luka's out, but it's been known. Like, it's been known, I think, most of today, right, that Luka's out. That's not new news. So it's already priced into the odds, right? Like, you can see FanDuel, they've just been moving odds towards Kyrie's under. 7.5 assists. Yeah, so the Luka news, when did that come out? That came out last night, right? That Luka wasn't going to be playing? No, that came out 50 minutes ago. So Luka news came out 50 minutes ago that he's not going to be playing. So I guess Underdog Fantasy, they probably pulled lines on the Mavs game. They just put lines back up, and they're fucking up, and they have Kyrie's line at 7.5. When they're still like, sure, whatever, maybe he'll be handling the ball more, but 7.5 is clearly still too good. All the books have his under heavily favored. So we got our underdog play in. Were people able to tail this underdog play? Then we got Flynn under 4.5 assists, and then we got Kyrie under 7.5 assists. Dude, so this is crazy, man. Underdog, and this is live stream 127. So again, all the live stream plays, like, I'll remember to add them later. I don't want to waste time now, but they're all just tracked in the spreadsheet in the description on YouTube. And hopefully PrizePicks doesn't void the CJ McCollum play, because we caught him sleeping, man. So there's more value on Underdog. It didn't seem like they were bumping things. So you can see they already got rid of his assist line. So hopefully you were able to get it in. They'll probably open it back up at 7. If I had to guess, you know, the value goes away and then they'll put it back up. So what we can do is move on to Jake Larvia. Betting on the Grizzlies games, man, I just feel like a complete degenerate, but I mean, it's about as clear as it gets. The market has him as a big favorite to go over. Caesar's opening him up at -157. So a lot of lineup news today, a lot of players out. Zion's out, Luka's out. The Grizzlies fucking suck, and you can see Jake's a big favorite to go over 16.5 points. So it's like, okay, let's just find some value. So then we got Draymond Green, under 8.5 rebounds. So let's take a look at this. Checks out from a value perspective. Again, Underdog, like, the strategy is pretty simple. I try to make sure every pick I give out has value. You take Draymond's over, under. Doesn't matter. You always get a 3x payout. The entire market has Draymond as a huge favorite to go under 8.5 rebounds. And I do like that. And then we got Jalen Green, or we could try to go with another esports play because there were a lot of esports plays. In Underdog, like, these esports lines, they have a lot of good esports lines. They just bump them quick. Like, my assumption is that line on Alley, if they didn't already bump it, they'll bump it soon. Like, Underdog opens up esports lines, and they always have a ton of value, but they just end up, you know, bumping things. So you can see they just completely removed his line. But on the bright side, there's another play, again, with pretty crazy value. Juho, PrizePicks opening him up at 24.5. Underdog Fantasy chilling at 27. So another one. Or if you don't want to do esports, you could take Jalen Green under 6.5 rebounds. So what we could do is just run it. And again, like, I follow a very data-driven approach, take my emotions out of sports betting. They already fucking locked the esports play. Look at that. They graded out, so that's already gone. So, whatever. We'll play it. I'll play it with the NBA plays. Dude, what the fuck, man? Draymond Green, Jalen Green. So the Draymond Green play has higher value, right? On Underdog, any 3-pick entry, you get a 6x payout. So you just want to find the picks with the highest possible win rate. So like Draymond, you can see like, sportsbooks have his under, FanDuel has his under at -172. So he's a much bigger favorite than, the Jalen Green play is only like -144. But anyways, we got in our second underdog play. So 2 underdog plays on the stream. So over 16.5 points. Draymond Green under 8.5 rebounds. And then we got Jalen Green under 6.5 rebounds. Hopefully you were able to tail. Because again, I know Underdog Fantasy, they sometimes just bump shit quick. Anyways, maybe if we're lucky, PrizePicks will be screwing up more lines. Or Fliff or someone. So what we can do, man, Gary Trent. I feel like I never have luck with fucking Gary Trent bets, but let's see what we got here. And just don't forget, Sleeper has that promo, $20 protected play. Like I've said this in other streams, but Sleeper, I've never actually placed a bet. I've only bet the promos. I've only bet the promos on Sleeper. Solely betting promos. There's not much value on Sleeper because they charge a lot of juice. Up $500 this year. Just taking a couple minutes out of my day to bet the promos. Which they run just a couple times a week. Discounts, stuff like that. So, they don't seem like a big deal. Who cares? A $20 protected play. Dude, what the fuck, man? So now this PrizePicks line. So we're going to, do we want to ride this guy? So we have Jake. Do we want to ride him? So what is going on in the Grizzlies game? This guy, he's gone under the past few games. People got to be out for the Grizzlies. Who's out for the Grizzlies? Is he starting? I don't know. I'm just checking the lineup news. So Grizzlies will start. So he's starting. I don't know if he always starts. Honestly, I don't watch much of the Grizzlies, but it does check out, right? From a value perspective, all the books have his over heavily favored, which is what we want to see on PrizePicks. What is going on, man? So is more lineup news coming out? So Underdog NBA has a lot of good alerts, like Maxi Kleber rolled out for Friday. What else is there? Any other important news? Gary Payton, Josh Hart will start Friday. Brunson will start Friday. So everyone's playing for the Knicks. Anyways, let's see what we have. So first play, maybe because we already have that play on Jake, let's take a look at this one. Jordan Goodwin under 28.5 PRAs. Jordan Goodwin under 28.5 PRAs. Is he starting? Yeah, he's starting. He's starting. So let's see what we have here. It also looks like, dude, what the fuck, man? Come on, load, baby. So we got Jordan Goodwin. And let's see, too. Did they put the line back up on McCollum? Yeah, he's back up at 39.5. So, I think we did a pretty good job with that play. Aside from that, it's been a mediocre live stream, but I'm very happy about that. So I'm already fading Trey Jones rebounds. But we can also lock in points plus assists. Trey Jones under 18.5 PAs. So let's take a look here. You can see, checks out from a value perspective, all the different data points we have in the market. And again, it's really hard to just every sports bettor, they just try to they watch sports and they just try to look at the board and make money. You got to have some belief in the market, right? These books are good at setting lines. And most importantly, they're taking bets, moving lines based on lineup changes, where sharp action coming in, where the profitable customers betting. They're experts in setting lines. And they all have Trey Jones as a big favorite, like DraftKings, FanDuel, Caesars. They're all aligned that Trey Jones is a big favorite to go under 18.5 PAs. So we got 2 picks to start off this play. Vukovic, man. Vukovic under 10.5 rebounds. Man, I hate fading Vukovic, but let's see how we feel. How do we feel about Vukovic under 10.5 rebounds? I mean, he's so hit or miss. So we got Vukovic under 10.5 rebounds. I have no idea what's going on here. Nikola Jovic, points plus rebounds. This guy has been a popular player. So what happened to this play on RJ Barrett? So RJ Barrett under 6.5 rebounds. We were looking at this play on Fliff. They bumped him. So where's the Raptors game? It looks like they completely got rid of the Raptors game. I don't even see it. But anyways, let's just finish doing this PrizePicks slip. So we have Vukovic under 10.5 boards. Big favorite to go under. You know, you can see markets kind of taking him to being a big favorite to go under. So sure, I mean, I guess we can build a fade slip. Again, they removed the Raptors game. So that play's gone. But on Fliff, Michael O'Connell under 3.5 rebounds at -105. I'm already on that on Fliff, but if you need another play to lock in. But anyways, so what is going on with this Jovic line? I mean, here's another one, right? Like PrizePicks has Jovic's line at 10.5. All the other books have his line at 8.5. It's actually a little weird because Underdog, FanDuel, a lot of books aren't even posting lines on Nikola Jovic. So I'm not Jovic under 10.5, but you can see here, like there's this big discrepancy. Like you want to see discrepancies as a sports bettor, spots where books aren't aligned, because that means there's value, right? And it's pretty clear here. PointsBet has his line at 9.5 with the under favored, and they already bumped Trey Jones. Bro, now they're fucking on top of their shit. So now I got to move quicker if I actually want to lock in a play. Anyways, let's see what we have here. So do people like fading Nikola Jovic tonight? Under 10.5 points plus rebounds. Thoughts? Nikola Jovic under 10.5 points plus rebounds. Dabble has him at 9. And please tell me they didn't lock that. And they just removed it. So now PrizePicks is on top of their shit. So you can see they just completely removed it. And again, I'm not trying to move slow. Some people get all mad. It's like, yo, I'm not trying to move slow. They're just fucking bumping it. So we got... Anyways. What we can do, though, is build another underdog slip. I mean, we seem to not be having problems getting stuff down on underdog before the line moves. So sure, whatever. Like, it's not PrizePicks, but we got Trey Jones. Of course, the one day I don't fade Halliburton, he's got no assists. Bro, he has 1 assist. He's 1 assist. Tyrese Halliburton. So we got Trey Jones under 11.5 points. We were going to take his PA line on PrizePicks. They bumped it, which is, again, the benefit of having multiple books. Goodwin under 13.5 points. So we were looking at his PRA line on PrizePicks, but if there's better value on Underdog on his points line, sure. I mean, you can see checks out from a value perspective. All the books, boom, boom, boom. His unders moved to being a heavy favorite. Again, information is reflected in markets, in sportsbook odds. They all have his under heavily favored. And then PJ Washington under 16.5. Under 16.5 points. So should we just do a full fade slip? PJ Washington under 16.5 points. So I guess so. So PJ Washington. Okay, I got no problems here. So this will be the 3 pick. I mean, might as well get them all in. Again, all the live stream plays tracked in the sheet in the description on YouTube. But we got a 3 pick on Underdog. Tyrese Halliburton not doing anything tonight. 0 points. And they're up 1 against OKC. That's crazy. So hopefully you've been able to lock in this play. What am I sweating in the Nationals game? I need the Phillies to put up runs, bro. Trey Turner not doing anything, man. Anyways, so here's the play. Let's lock it in. And this is another 3-pick on Underdog. Nope. Don't know what you're doing. Underdog, they give you a 6x payout, again, for these 3-pick entries. Okay. I know. I already hit it. But PrizePicks, what's kind of annoying about it is they only give you a 5x payout on 3-pick entries. So 100 to win 500 versus 100 to win 600. So long story short, like on PrizePicks, that's why I don't play 3-pick entries. When you kind of go through the math behind how many picks are best on these platforms, like Underdog 6x payout for 3-pick entries, like it's not surprising that that's, you know, kind of the best type of slip available. Anyways, let's check Fliff and FanDuel. Maybe even Better too. Again, Better has some promos going on right now. Unfortunately, they so let's take a look at Better real quick. A lot of these plays are available on Better too. Dude, phew. It's crazy keeping up with all these books. But what's annoying about Better is they're always logging you out. So they're always logging me out here. But anyways, what do we want to do, man? Let's load this up. So, I mean, it also looks like there's some good plays on FanDuel, but I feel like people always get bored when I talk about FanDuel. But what is nice about FanDuel, I've said this in other videos, or in other streams. So here you can see the PrizePicks discounts. Better discounts. They're discounting Crawford, and they have a couple other discounts. And I just ended up pairing it with Trey Jones under 4.5 rebounds, but I gave that out on Twitter. But what I was gonna say is, like, you know, PrizePick or FanDuel is good for betting player props because they don't have a lot of juice in their market. Like Brook Lopez rebounds, -112, -110. So FanDuel has a 22-cent spread, like 22 cents of juice, -112, -110, so 22-cent spread. You know, BetMGM is 35 cents. Fliff has a 65-cent spread, -160, -105. So FanDuel's pretty friendly for betting on player props, just in terms of like offering, you know, pretty good prices. But what we can do is we can lock in a Better slip. We had some big wins on Better earlier this week, some 5-pick entries. And again, if you didn't use any of the discounts, I've already used them, but they have a couple different options you can pick from. All of them are super good. You just got to pick which one is best for you. The play on the discount on Cutter Crawford, that is the best one in terms of, like, you know, the EV or whatever you want to think about, because you can kind of compare them by seeing which ones the market has, you know, the most heavily favored. But we got PJ Washington under 16.5 points. Better, works just like PrizePicks. We take his over, we take his under, we get the same payout, right? We're already on this, though. PJ Washington, he's the type of guy we're going to ride, hit his under twice. And then, I mean, I'm already playing Cutter Crawford. So if you haven't used the discount, you can use the discount. But what I'm going to do is actually just take his regular strikeout line. I already played his discount line at 4.5. Checks out from a value perspective. All the books got his over heavily favored. Right? All these different sports books, multi-billion-dollar companies, taking lots of bets. They all have Crawford as a big favorite to go over. And a lot of people will say, well, I think he's more likely to go under. Well, you're wrong, because if his under should be favored, every sharp bettor, every pro bettor, you know, if his under should actually be favored, they bet his under at plus money until his under was favored, because that's how sportsbooks work, right? Like, there's a reason his over has moved from being a slight favorite to now a much bigger favorite around -150. I don't, like, who knows why? Maybe it's lineup driven. Maybe it's just all the sharp bettors are betting his over, so sportsbooks are like, oh, I guess his over is more favored because all the action's coming in on the over. But what we can do is this Trey Jones play. Again, they ended up bumping that on us on they ended up bumping that down to 18 on PrizePicks, but we can still get it. on. So, dude, wow, there's a lot of NBA today. And a lot of baseball. So we got Vukovic under 10.5 rebounds. So we didn't lock in that play on PrizePicks because we were trying to, and then they ended up bumping the play on Herb Jones. Or they just didn't let us bet it. And then we have Bobby Portis. Do people like Bobby Portis over 16.5 points? Let's see what we got here. Bobby Portis over 16.5 points. I mean, again, it's like extremely low profit margin. Like, it's not that good. But you want to play 5-pick entries. So we need a 5th pick. Like, on PrizePicks, even if there's 3 really good picks, they just give you such shitty payouts, only a 5x payout. You still want to find 2 more picks, even if they're not the highest EV, that you can play, because a 5-pick entry is so much more profitable in the long run compared to, 3-pick entries. So anyways, this is going to be the 5-pick entry on Better. So if you're on YouTube, you can just, pause it for a sec. I just want to get it locked in. Because again, fuck, man. Man, I don't know why some of these sports books are a little janky with location software. But anyways, we got it locked in. So I'll try to show my screen again if you want to tail. So this is the Better play. And this is a 5-pick dynamic entry, which is the optimal slip type on Better, or 5 or 6-pick dynamic entries. So we got Crawford over 5.5 Ks, Trey Jones under 18.5 PAs, Vukovic under 10.5 rebounds, Portis over 16.5 points, and then we got PJ under 16.5 points. How many PrizePick slips has he dropped? We've dropped 2 PrizePick slips, whoever is asking in the chat. We have 1, 2. 1, 2 we've dropped. 2 PrizePick slips. Lock in another slip on Dabble right now. There's some value. Yeah, we can. Look at Dabble. People want to look at Dabble. Brandon Miller is going off. Got him on 2 boards. Fanfare is great, and you win good on there. Dabble. Okay, well, let's take a look at Dabble. Sounds like people want to take a look at Dabble. So again, if I didn't see your message in the chat, sorry. I'm trying to balance placing bets. Nathan McKinnon over 4.5 shots on goal. There's not like a ton of value on Dabble, and honestly, most of the games are about to start. Is there anything on Fliff? So it'll take a sec to build a slip. Do people like fading Alex Caruso? Well, it looks like they ended up bumping it anyways, or the game's about to start. I mean, you could take PJ Washington. The thing is we already got him on Underdog and on Better, so I don't really feel like tripling down on Fliff. I think it's a good line if you only use Fliff. But we already got it locked in. So anyways, there's some plays on FanDuel, shit like that, but any more NBA? I mean, whatever. Like, some plays coming up. Sometimes too, like, they drop good lines. And by that I mean, like, when books first drop odds for tomorrow, you can find that's sometimes when books have the biggest discrepancies, especially for esports. Whoa, so we actually gotten 3 underdog plays on this stream. Wow. So, yeah, we gotten 3 plays on this stream. So I just gotta remember to add everything in. But what was I gonna say? Like, Underdog and PrizePicks, like, a lot of times when they first drop esports lines, there's a shit ton of discrepancies. And then what you'll notice is Underdog, they start to, like, you can see they already bumped Ali's line down to 26.5. We got him under 27. So you'll see, like, a lot of the value just kind of starts to evaporate as you get closer to game time. But there's still good value on it if you wanted to play it. Anyways, the games are starting, so hopefully you enjoyed this stream. Appreciate, you you tuning in. Hopefully we have some winning bets. Again, all the live stream plays are tracked on in the sheet in the description if you just want to see what's currently open, because there's some bets for like March Madness as well, stuff like that.